Donald Trump is going to make when it comes to National Security Advisor, Secretary of State. Last time choices were very different from the way choices were made by the previous presidents. And my second question to you is, what in your opinion would be his first foreign policy engagement? Last time around, if I am correct, it was Saudi Arabia. You can correct me if I am wrong. I think he went to Riyadh, and there was a dance which took place, and he was pretty impressed, and subsequently I think there was a deal that happened, and Jared Kushner played an important role in that. So madam, from the point of view of security and his foreign policy engagement, what do you expect Trump to do immediately?
It will be fascinating. It will be fascinating to see which calls he takes first. So every world leader and indeed every leader of every country will want is waiting as we speak to place a phone call to him to congratulate him. And last time around, as I think your viewers will recall, he took a call from the president of Taiwan, which was unprecedented, and sent quite the signal. I don't think he realized what the signal it would send, but it did send quite a signal. I don't think he'll do that this time around, because he did learn on the job the previous time around. He has a better understanding of the world now. I wouldn't say it's a terribly sophisticated understanding of the world, but nevertheless, he did learn on the job. And that will also influence the appointments that he makes. So last time around, he appointed essentially establishment figures, the ones willing to serve in his administration. We should remember that when he won last time around, almost nobody wanted to serve in his administration, no establishment figures, because he was considered such an outcast, really. But now he doesn't need establishment figures. He has all these people, true believers, and frankly, people who have changed their tune, many people willing to serve in his administration. And he has the confidence now to select people who think like him, because he learned on the job last time. So we'll see, I think, a much more Trump-influenced foreign and security policy, because he has gained that confidence and because he will have people in his administration who think like him. So we will see that play out, for example, in his policy vis-a-vis Iran, vis-a-vis Ukraine, and it could be quite painful for Ukraine, but also vis-a-vis Europe, vis-a-vis America's best friends, European countries. And he will do so with great confidence, because he has experience of 4 years already in office, and also because he has got nothing to lose. He won't be able to run for election again, so he will play his cards very confidently this time.
But Elizabeth, every president needs a sobering advice. Every president needs a sobering advice. Mr. Pence was one who could provide him. Even the vice president is very junior to him. In that case, what sort of people do you expect in terms of foreign policy and security to surround Trump? What choices is he likely to make? And secondly, do you think that can NATO survive Trump's second tenure?
He will not appoint people who are confident contradicting him. He may appoint people who may offer advice that is slightly divergent from his own thought, but he won't appoint a devil's advocate who presents a different point of view to challenge his point of view. That's not the sort of people he wants to have around him. We should remember that in his previous administration, he wanted generals to toe the line, even though their duty is to stand up, well, to protect the Constitution and follow their own rules. But he wanted them to do whatever he wanted them to do, and he referred to them as my generals. That is very dangerous. But I think that sort of mindset that advisors should be singing from the same hymn sheet as him, advisors all the way up to the cabinet level should be essentially of his mindset. That is the sort of people he will have in his administration. And the thing is, which I think is really important to remember, now there are many people who are willing to serve in his administration and willing to say exactly or basically what he wants to hear. So we won't get that Mike Pence figure. J.D. Vance is not that figure. And I think the most senior person who is likely to return from the previous Trump administration is Mike Pompeo, and he's also of one mind with Trump most of the time. Robert O'Brien is another one. He's also of one mind with Trump most of the time. So he won't have that challenge function in any of these individuals, as far as we can tell now.
Okay, stay with me. Srini, in terms of foreign policy engagement, he would require a Secretary of State. Who is a front runner? Specific question.
Yeah, I think again, mine would be just a speculation. But again, somebody like Mike Pompeo, very experienced, in terms of, being in the administration in the past, plus all his, executive, all his CIA experience is amazing. So I think Mike Pompeo would probably be a very, very good candidate, very grounded, very upfront. I think he would be one definitely that I would put in the bag.
Okay, Arun, do you think it's Mike Pompeo? That's what Elizabeth Brough suggested. Who are the people who will be like taking care of Treasury, National Security Advisor, Secretary of State, Homeland Security? These are key jobs. The key people are appointed here.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So Pompeo definitely is one name which pops up, and I would also say Robert O'Brien, because O'Brien, he was in one of the national security advisors, I guess, and he has a good relationship with Trump as well.